Hello students, today we are going to start with our new topic under the unit 2. As you all know, we are studying the paper which is called as Sociology Basic Concept, Institution and Change. We have started with the unit 2 which is called as Social Institution, and in this we are studying the topic religion, meaning, elements and function of religion. Now, this is the objective and learning outcome of this particular topic. The objective is to understand the meaning, elements, and function of religion in society. And the learning outcome is that after this lecture, the students are able to explain the meaning of religion, identify its main elements, and describe its function. Now let's continue with the meaning of religion. Let's try to understand what religion is, uh, how we can understand the religion. Religion is a system of beliefs, values, rituals, and practices connected with what people consider sacred or supernatural. In simple word, religion helps people answer the question such as what is the meaning of life? What is right and wrong? How should we behave towards others? And what do people believe happens after death? Religion as a social institution in sociology. Religion is not studied only as a personal belief, it is considered as social institution. As social institution is an organized part of society that influences how people behave and interact. So religion can influence the behavior of people because here religion teaches ideas about right and wrong. A religion can influence the values of people because here it teaches and encourages values such as compassion, honesty, and charity. Here it is also helping to bring the people together through the communities and shared practices and creating a relationship between one another. Way of life, it is also influencing the way of life of people, and it is also influencing the food, uh, clothing, festivals, marriage tradition, and daily practices. Now, I'll give you an example to clear this concept. Suppose a group of people regularly gathers at a place of worship, follows certain rituals, celebrate religious festivals, and helps people in their community. Here, religion is doing more than giving people beliefs. It is also creating social connection and influencing behavior. So, religion is a system of beliefs and practices about the sacred that helps people understand life and influence how people behave and interact in society. Now, let's understand the definitions of religion, which is given by the different people, different thinkers. So, first is Joachim Watt. Watt says religion has three main parts: belief, ritual, and moral relationship. Now, what is mean by belief over here? That is belief, what people believe. Rituals, what people practice. Moral relationship, how they behave with others. So, example to understand this: a person believes in God, okay, and for that he is performing the rituals such as he is praying regularly. And moral relationship, when we talk about moral relationship, and helps people in their community. Then second definition is given by Emile Durkheim, and according to him, Durkheim says religion brings peoples together into a moral community through shared beliefs and practices. So to understand it more easily, I'll give an example. Now, example is people gathering together for religious festival or worship develop a sense of unity and belongingness. Okay, so according to Emile Durkheim, what is religion? Religion is equals to social unity, and how this social unity will going to come together, that is when people are coming together and performing the some beliefs and the practices together, the social unity will develop. Then we are having the another definition by Karl Marx, and according to Karl Marx, Marx called religion the opiate of the masses. He argued that religion can provide comfort to people who are suffering, but it can also make them accept difficult social conditions instead of trying to change them. For example, a poor person may find hope and comfort in religious belief while facing poverty. Then we are having another definition by Robert Bella. Bella sees religion as a set of symbols and practices that help people deal with biggest question of life, such as death, meaning, and emotional difficulty. For example, when some loses a loved one, religious beliefs and rituals may help them cope with grief and find meaning. So, I hope you understood the definition, which I have made it easy to make you understand. Now let's see the persistence function of religion, and we're going to focus the positive functions here. The first is choose the gap between the hope and reality. So religion gives people hope when reality become difficult to accept. So example here, a person may believe that there is life after death, giving them hope despite death. Okay, the next is makes sacrifice meaningful. Religion encourages people to give up some personal desires for the benefit of others. So example to understand it, a person may donate money or food to help people in need. Then the third positive function is supports and console people. Religion can provide comfort during difficult times. So example to understand is after losing someone, religious prayers or community support may help a person to cope up. Fourth, promotes social stability. Religion can support moral rules and encourage people to follow accepted social values. For example, teaching about honesty and helping others can encourage responsible behavior. Then, fifth, promotes social change. Religion can also challenge unfair practices and encourage society to change. Example, religious leaders may speak against discrimination or injustice. Next is provide personal identity. Religion can also give people a sense of who they are and where they belong, especially in diverse society. For example, a person may feel connected to a religious community through shared beliefs and festivals. Now next positive function is encourage personal growth. Religious teachings may encourage qualities such as self-control, kindness, patience, and responsibility. For example, to understand it more clearly, someone may practice forgiveness, okay, as a part of their religious teaching. Then we are having the another positive function is helps people adjust to life changes. Religion can provide rituals and support during important stages of life, okay, such as, in our society people are doing the naming ceremonies or coming of age ceremonies or marriage and funeral, help people to adjust in new social roles. Then explain or justifies inequality. Religion can sometimes be used to explain or justify differences in wealth, status, or power. For example, a belief that someone's social position is part of divine order may make inequality seem acceptable. I hope you have understood the positive function of religion. Now let's see the negative function of religion one by one. The first is excessive guilt and repression. Strict religious expectation may sometimes make people feel guilty or ashamed when they think they have failed to follow them. The second is authoritarianism. Religion may sometimes be used to support strict or oppressive authority. For example, a leader may claim that people must obey them because their authority is religiously justified. Third, self mortification. Some religious practices may involve deliberately causing or accepting physical suffering. A person might take part in a ritual involving physical discomfort because they believe it has a religious meaning. So, though he is facing the physical discomfort or discomfort, but he is following that religious meaning because he wanted to make you know a self mortification over there. Then we are having a ethnocentrism. People may sometimes believe their own religion or culture is superior to others, leading to prejudices. Someone may unfairly judge another group because it follows a different religion. Then next, intergroup conflict. Strong religious differences among the people can sometimes create a tension or conflict between group. Then justifying inequality. Religion can sometimes be used to justify existing social, practical, or economic inequalities, making people less likely to challenge them. For example, people may be told that an unequal position is natural or divinely decided. So, uh, these are the possible negative effects, not something that happens in every religion or to every religious person. So students, I have given you this diagram to understand it more clearly. What all are the types of religions? So first is called as monotheism, that people who is having a belief on only one God. And the example in our society, the religion who believes only on in one God, that is Islam and Christianity. Then second, we are having a polytheism where believe in multiple gods or deities. So example for this, that we are having a people like Hinduism or the religion Hinduism, ancient Greek religion, where they believe in multiple god or deities. Then we are having the third type of religion, which is called as animism, and they believe on the spirit or spiritual forces exist in nature and object. So animism, there are some indigenous tradition those who believes on animism. So the fourth type of religion is totemism. So here people those who are belong following this kind of religion or following the totemism, they have a belief in sacred connection between a group and a particular animal, plant or natural objects. So here also there are some indigenous tradition or the people those who are believing on totemism. Then we are having a folk religion. Religious beliefs and practices closely connected with the local customs and tradition. So for this, we are having an example like various local and cultural traditions who are following this folk religion. And the last one is called as secular or non-religious. And secular and non-religious religion mean a world view or a way of life that does not involve people in a religion. So example for this is humanism or atheism, where the people are not having a belief or not following any religion in their life. Let's see one by one the religion. The first is Hinduism. So Hinduism is one of the world's oldest religion, as I have mentioned here, that this is one of the oldest religion in the world. And uh, Hinduism is originated actually from the Indus River Valley about 4,500 years ago, and ago in what is now modern day northwest India and Pakistan. Okay, so as it is mentioned that it is one of the world's oldest religion and originated in Indian subcontinent. It has no single founder. Its important belief include dharma, that is called as duty and righteous living, karma, the effects of action, samsara, the cycle of rebirth, and moksha, that is liberation from rebirth. So Hinduism has many tradition and forms of worship with important deities including Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Lakshmi, Saraswati and Ganesha. The Vedas, Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana and Mahabharata are the main important sacred textbooks, and they have Diwali, Holi, Navratri, and Dasera are major Hindu festivals. Now let's see the Buddhism. Buddhism is a major religion and philosophy that is originated in an ancient India around 5th century BCE. It was founded by Siddhartha Gautama, who became known as the Buddha, meaning the awakened one. Buddhism teaches the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path as ways to overcome suffering and attain nirvana, a state of liberation. Important Buddhist principles include compassion, non-violence, mindfulness, and wisdom. So major traditions include here Triveda, Mahayana, and Vajrayana. We are having a Judaism. Judaism is one of the world's oldest monotheistic religion. It is originated among ancient Israelites in the Middle East. Jews believe in one God and follow religious teachings found in the Torah, which is the central sacred textbook of Judaism. Important values include faith, justice, kindness, and following God's commandments. Moses is an important figure in Jewish and tradition. Major Jewish festivals include Passover, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur and Hanukkah. Islam is monotheistic religion that is originated in Arabia in uh, the 7th century. It was founded by Prophet Muhammad Raziallahu ta'ala anhu, who Muslims believes was the final prophet of God. The sacred textbook of Islam is the Quran. Muslim believes in one God and follow the five pillars of Islam, which include the faith, prayer, charity, fasting during Ramadan, and pilgrimage to Makkah. Important festivals include Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Christianity is a major monotheistic religion that is originated in the Middle East in the 1st century. It is based on the life and the teachings of Jesus Christ, who Christianity believes is the Son of God and Savior of humanity. The Bible is the sacred textbook of Christianity. Important teachings include love, forgiveness, compassion, faith, and service to others. Major Christian festivals include Christmas, which celebrates the birth of the Jesus, and the Easter, which commemorates his resurrection. I hope you have understood this topic. So we'll finish here and we'll continue the another topic in our another presentation. Thank you.